Welcome to the kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Welcome to the kingdom, everybody, and to this 1,500 point game of Age of Fantasy. Josh is back in the house.
Yeah.
I guess that's his greeting of some kind. So,
Huzzah!
This is the battlefield we're fighting over today. It's very sparse, but that is for a narrative purpose. The scenario here, the storyline is that meteorites have been pummeling this part of the planet, which is why there's craters all over the place, and they have started to see these crystals sprout near the impact sites. And so the two armies are going to be trying to gather these crystals. They have some kind of crazy power. They're associated with these comets that are coming in, but at the same time, the comets haven't stopped coming. Ooh. So while we're fighting the battle, there will be the potential for random comet strikes to damage one or both of the armies. So, having said that now, let's go take a look at the armies. All right, here we have 1,500 points of what codex? Or army book are you using?
Oh, I'm using War Disciples.
War Disciples.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Havoc, but War Disciples
with
a very, very Conan Barbarian-esque theme.
Oh, yes.
All right,
I went all Robert E. Howard on this grouping.
Well, run us through this. This looks interesting.
Yeah, so right in the center, these two squads are actually essentially identical. So I've got, I'm running Conan as a War Master, Toughness 3, Furious, Blessing of War. And then he's got with him 3 War Death Reapers. Everybody in the group has a toughness of 3. So it's a hardy bunch. And again, it's more of an elite.
Could you say they're hardy boys?
They are hardy boys, yes.
Okay.
And then this squad over here, we've got Valeria running in the front as a War Barbarian Champion. She's got Battle Ready. Again, she's got a toughness of 3. And then she's got War Death Reapers with her as well. Dual Hexed Weapons with A4 Rending. And Hexed Great Weapon on one of them for an A4 AP2 Rending.
Okay.
So, I mean, they hit hard if they can get there. And then over here, we've got the Witch with... she actually has... It's listed because she's a snake lady. I borrowed her over from the Dark Elves army.
Interesting.
She's got what's called a Great Seeker Bow, which I'm using as sort of like a, lightning bolt casting spell.
Yeah,
like her staff kit. She's got a toughness 6, and she's a caster at level 3. And then I've got 3 War Death Reapers with her as well.
All right, and then the big boys.
My big boy. So my gorilla is from the War Disciples army. That's actually, I'm running the gorilla as a War Shrine. So has Dark Blessing, Fear 2, Toughness 12, and Furious.
Makes sense.
And then under the Dark Elves, I pulled in they have it as an Abyssal Beast. I brought my giant snake, which has Toxic Fang, which is an attack 8 poison, and then it has Predator and also a toughness of 12. So big boy at 12, big boy at 12, threes, except for the Witch, which is coming in at 6 toughness.
If the snake model during the game gets too close to Conan, I think they have to fight.
They will have to fight. Yeah, that should be. That'd be a fun rule if you have to keep things separated.
Keep your army separated because they're too chaotic.
That would be. I've always thought when they let you bring in OPR, I thought it would be a really cool dynamic to have something like that, where it's like, okay, you can bring these two armies, but you have to understand that these two armies don't get along. So if they're either too close to each other, or you have to bring in certain characters like chaplains or something.
There used to be rules for that, at least in 40K. You could bring certain armies, and if they got too close, you had to roll to see if they'd actually attack, or if they're like, I don't trust it. If we go ahead, they're going to shoot us.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of a cool dynamic, because it would add a dimension. You kind of have to risk it for the biscuit, right? Because you'd have to bring them in, but they couldn't get too close. Or, like I said, because I like chaplains, I always thought something like a chaplain that you could use to be like, all right, you two stay. Just calm down. Just calm down.
Now, one other thing. You have a mix of minis here, so why don't you... Because I guarantee folks are going to say, where did you get these from?
And I'm going to blank on the name of the company. I will look it up before we get too much further in, so I'll have it by the end of the video. But yeah, so this model here, you can tell the bases are slightly smaller on some of these. Those are Warcry models from Games Workshop.
That's GW Warcry.
And then the ones with the larger bases here, and like the Conan model up here, this little guy back here.
Close up of Conan.
Yeah,
because that just looks pretty cool.
Those are STL files. Those were printed for me. I realized after I impulsively bought the Warcry models, I was like, barbarians. I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to have enough for a full army, so I did those. And then I tried to kind of recreate the Frank Frazetta color scheme from the 70s. Okay. And I was like, okay, if I can do that, they'll all kind of blend together. And
they do. I mean, so let's get one of the here's a regular. That's a STL.
Yeah, that's an STL.
Here's a Warcry one.
And those are very comparable in terms of their.
Once you paint them up, it's a little bigger.
Yeah, a little bigger.
It's a little bit bigger, but I mean, I think that works. Yep. Last thing, where did you get the big guys?
Oh, these were WizKids models, so they're from the D&D line from WizKids. It was the hardest thing to find a giant snake that I actually liked. Ladies with me. But it was the hardest thing to find one that had the look that I wanted, because a lot of them, they kind of give it a dragon or mystical.
Yeah, but it's just a giant coiled serpent.
I wanted from Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger style, just giant snake. And then the gorilla, I was rereading a bunch of Robert E. Howard stories, and I was like, what else do they have? They have frost giants and other worms and things. I was like, I don't want to paint a worm. And then there were a couple of stories that feature him fighting giant, ridiculously big gorillas, not King Kong level, but bigger gorillas. So I thought that'd be fun. And then this is actually a priestess or something from the Dark Elves. It's GW as well.
Okay, cool. So there you have 1,500 points of War Disciples with a very distinct, not steppe barbarian, but, wilderness, rugged terrain barbarian theme. Awesome. Let's head on over to the Orcs. And here we have 1,500 points of Orcs. So at the front, two almost identical squads of Black Orcs. One of them is going to have the Chanter here, the War Chanter in the middle, joining one to give them a little bit more punch in combat. They're both equipped with just great weapons. Almost across the whole board, just great weapons. And for once, they're actually going to get to use their Head Taker ability, because Josh's entire army has toughness. So they went from being okay to now they're going to be really, really good. But one of the wild leaders is the War Chanter there, who's going to be joining probably the squad with the giant banner, just so he's easier to keep track of. The other wild leader and his pet, shall we say. So I know some people are looking at it and going, that color scheme doesn't really match. The narrative here is one of the comets struck this swamp on the battlefield and has mutated one of the swamp creatures into this gigantic thing. So I'm running it as a sludge beast, but this wild orc shaman here discovered it, and that's how the orcs found out about the potential arcane powers of these comets and the crystals that are appearing all over the battlefield. So this is the whole reason why they're here. So that's what I'm running them as. Sludge beast for the big guy, and the wild leader there is a master shaman level 3. So we're gonna have some serious magic battles going on. After that, we have a brute orc boss with his retinue. He's got dual heavy hand weapons. I upgraded him to be a chieftain. So he has Warcry, which means these guys are going to be moving a lot faster, which is always positive. And then 2 squads of giant boar riders. They look more intimidating than they actually are. I remember when we played the Orc Civil War video, I had such high hopes, but these guys are actually kind of weak. They don't do a whole heck of a lot. They look nice, but, all bark and no bite kind of a problem. But there it is. So we will get the armies deployed and go over the mission and the deployment. Okay, so here are the official mission parameters that we have here. We are using side battle deployment. So Josh will be in one corner, I will be in the other, and then all of the objectives and everything are stretched out long ways here down the middle. And we have kind of two things going on here. So the crystals themselves are going to represent the objectives. Those are the strange crystal growths that have popped up around sites where the comets have hit. But then there's also these numbered coins. So the objectives are to hold the crystals, but the coins represent potential additional comet strikes. So at the end of every turn, round, when everyone's done all their activations, we're going to roll a d6, and one of these coins will be the site of a comet strike, and every model, not every unit, but every model within 6 inches of that coin is going to take a hit. I've made sure I've placed the coin strategically so that if you're holding an objective, you're in range of a coin. At least most likely you are. And so it kind of forces us to get a little dangerous here. So that's the mission. We're not using any other additional rules except the Fog of War, where we'll continue on after turn 4, depending on what the dice say. And with that, let's get to deployment and the first activations. And of course, before I forget, a special thanks to Transit Angst for his continued support of the channel. So here we are deployed. Here are the Barbarian War Disciples. Josh, anything you want to mention about your deployment here?
It's a straight line.
Which is impressive for barbarians. I mean, it's not like they had geometry.
They just lined up on the starting line, and they're just like chopping.
So we've got one heavy monster holding the flank, 2 squads in the middle.
Yeah.
You've got King Kong holding the center, another squad off to his side, but then you've left the far flank here kind of empty. So we're concentrating on center and your left.
Yeah.
And obviously the ice cream truck just came through, or that was your text.
Sorry.
All right, let's take a look at the orcs. And for the orcs, since they have much bigger units, I have bigger units than Josh does, but he has a longer snake. So we've got on the far flank over here 1 unit of cavalry. Next to it, I've got my monstrous beast. Then one of the squads of black orcs with the shaman attached. Notice he's very close to his pet. Over here then, the second squad of black orcs with the war chanter. Next to them, my elite infantry led by the war boss. And then on the far flank, another squad of cavalry. So one other thing, if I didn't mention this, we're counting the craters as difficult terrain. We are counting the swamp in the middle as impassable terrain, and the buildings are just ruins. You can simply move through them however you will. But the lines are drawn. Josh won the roll-off for deployment and to go first. So it is time for Barbarians, turn 1. Now, normally we have several activations of movement and maneuver before any dice are rolled, but Josh is able to move up his first unit there, and the witch, is she a witch or sorceress?
I'm calling her a witch. She's listed as a snake lady from the Dark Elves.
So the witch, she has a shooting attack 24 inches from that staff of hers, and she's decided to put some lightning into the orc unit over there on the right.
She's sitting on 3 ups. And this is AP1 with poison. I keep forgetting how poison operates.
Explode.
Let's see. 3 up. Ooh, 3 hits at AP1.
Okay, so black orcs are defensive 3, so I'm saving on 4s. Save 1.
Save 1.
So that's 2 dead orcs. That's very sad. Okay, so that first bit of shooting was more or less an anomaly. Josh and I intentionally brought melee intense armies. So my
way to shrug off my big move.
Sorry,
it was an anomaly.
So this guy here, he has 1 ranged attack, and we each have a wizard with 1 ranged attack, but everything we have else is punchy.
Yes.
Because we want to see what's it like if we just mix it up in melee.
Which is my favorite form of combat in these games, period.
Yeah,
I love melee.
So that's why we're going to play like lots of regiments and stuff, because then it's super melee intensive. Anyways, lots of movement. So the cavalry have moved up to take that objective, although they did have to get in the crater, so now they're slowed down.
Yes.
The rest of the line has steadily moved forward to either capture objectives, position themselves to capture objectives. Same thing with Josh. He's moved up, held a couple crystals. He's got his big boy who's about to come stomping into my my squad here. But positioning, as always. First turn is maneuver. Turn 2 is a bloodbath. However...
Turn 3, we start sucking at dice throwing, and one of us wins.
And one of us loses really quick. Over here, I ran up with this group to give my caster range to cast a magic spell at that squad or the ape, I think, or the gorilla. I think I'm going to go after the squad there.
Okay.
And since he's a level 3 caster, he has his 3 points. I'm burning them all to cast his level 3 spell, Godly Foot.
Godly Foot.
Yes, I chant and a big green foot comes and stomps on your guys.
That's awesome.
But only if I can roll a 4+.
It's the Quentin Tarantino move. I like it.
And unfortunately, the Godly Foot does not come down.
See, that's what's amazing about the casting abilities. If you rely on that casting ability, and it doesn't go off, it's like,
yeah.
That's why I like. That's why we'll see how she does. But that's why I like her. She has melee.
She has melee.
She has melee.
And if that had gone off, that would have been 6 auto hits at AP2. That's why it's a level 3 spell. So and I thought, well, what if I save a round and use my spell next turn to make it go off? I'm like, nah, orcs don't plan that far ahead. So he has a chance to stomp on you with a big green foot. Unfortunately, he missed. All right, last activation. The sludge beast has trundled forward. Trundle. I like that word.
Trundle.
Trundle's a good word.
Trundle is a good word.
So he has taken his place in the line. He is within 12 inches of the serpent. So he is going to lash out with those things coming out of his mouth. 3 hits. They have sniper, but that's just a carrot.
Oh, so is it spit or is it lashing?
It lashes a long distance. It's supposed to say it's a hook. I throw a hook at you.
Okay. I'm
a hooker.
If it was spitting with the giant snake, I would have to say something.
I know you would have to say something, and then I'd have to edit it. Anyways, hitting you on 4s. That.
Oh, that's a hard one to
swallow. Wow. Yeah. Let me just say that backwards. Wow.
Oh.
So.
A little choking there. That's fine.
I see what you're doing. No, I'm on to you.
The dice choked.
So that's the end of turn 1. I mean, this is like a cinematic scene from some kind of epic fantasy battle. The lines are still drawn, but they are now 6 inches away from each other.
I am ridiculously excited for this next turn.
Turn 2 is going... this game could be over in turn 2. It could very well be over in turn 2. We'll see.
You get to go first. We have...
No, I just activated. You get to go first.
I get to go first every time. Yay.
So,
I'm excited. Okay.
Moving on.
That can be good or bad. That can be good or bad.
Turn 2. So that's the problem with introducing new rules that you custom, house rules. We forgot to roll for our comments. So Josh, do the honors. Roll us a 6-sided dice.
Just one?
Just one.
Just one goes off. Yeah.
Maybe as the game goes on, we'll have multiple comment strikes.
Because this is the end of round 1. So
yeah.
One comment.
One comment.
2.
We could do that.
All right.
What comment?
Let's see how well this first one goes before I advocate for that.
3.
Where's 3?
Right there.
Is anything within range?
We'll measure. I might. Some of my riders
6 inches?
might be. So we measured. It's every model within 6 inches of the crash site or the strike. So 2 of my cavalry are each going to have to take a. We're doing 1 automatic hit at AP1.
Yeah.
All right. This is meant to throw a little mix into things, not to obliterate units from the start. So, and the other thing, we are going to break rules a little bit here. You're supposed to stack wounds on models. Because it's specific models taking the damage, it is possible that I'll have 2 models there with wounds.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so if we get in combat, it will be the lowest one, or the one with the most wounds, continues to pile on until they're gone.
I got you.
But here we go. So, I forgot one of my boar riders. They are defense 3, so they save on 4s.
1 save.
1 save, but one of them takes some, flaming space junk, stone, magma stuff to the face.
Flaming space junk, I think Captain Kirk caught that one time.
Did he?
Yeah, one of those Orion girls. It's flaming space junk right there, man.
And that's why everyone loves it when Josh comes over. Okay, so a little bit of damage, but as the game goes on, we might have more comments.
Mr. Spock, I need my ointment.
So for his opening move, Josh is going for the full Monty. The gorilla is stampeding across no man's land there and crashing into my unit of black orcs.
And again, since you've made a full Monty reference, I just have to say, like, that gorilla booty, that's a.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that. Yeah. He must work out.
Okay, so he goes charging in. He does have Furious, and his first thing is he's got a giant fist.
No impact?
No.
Oh.
Oddly enough. First thing is giant fist. He has an attack 8, AP 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
4 up.
Okay, so
Not 2. Yeah.
Oh,
and 6s for that Furious. 7 at AP 2.
All right, well, they save on 3s. I don't think I have any kind of... Yeah, unfortunately not. Okay, saving on 5s.
Ooh.
I got 2. So that means 2, 4, 5 orcs.
Okay. He also has a stomp.
We'll keep the musician. Well, it helps him move faster. They might need that. Okay, now a stomp.
A stomp. Attack 4, AP 1.
Not as bad, but...
And it still has Furious on it, right?
Yeah.
If we get any 6s.
Of course, you get 2 of them.
Cocked?
No, that's a 1.
That's a 1, yeah.
That's a 1.
Okay, so 4, 5 more hits.
Saving on 4s.
Oh, nice.
You angered them.
Apparently, yeah.
All right,
They actually started dodging on the next, on the stomp.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to do quite as much damage back to you, but let's see what we can do. So you have 3 saves at AP 2, but Head Taker adds +2, so AP 4.
I need 6s. No.
3 wounds on you.
Wounds.
All right, so I hit you back.
Clocking the...
And then the mob leader, he's got 4 attacks. They're kind of weak. He hits you on 4s.
Okay.
So 1. Look at that. What is that? 1 at AP nothing.
1 at AP nothing. So 3 up. Oh, still hits.
So that's a total of 4 damage to you?
4 damage to me.
But that wins even without fear.
Yes. Yep.
So now...
Because he has fear 2.
Now the Black Orc did have a banner. So you're fear 2?
I'm fear 2, yes.
Yeah, so with 5 wounds plus fear 2, you did 7 to me. I did 4 to you, plus my banner is 5, so unfortunately I lose.
Okay.
2, 4, I am above half though.
Yes,
so
you are, yeah.
Oh, do I pass on my quality of 4?
4?
Oh, I'm sorry, the banner's +1 to this test.
Okay.
It's 3 plus. They're okay.
There you go.
So you bounce back your inch.
Yes.
Opening salvo, very successful. Now I have to decide what's the best use of my opening salvo.
Pretty good salvo.
One good turn deserves another. My unit here has gone charging into his, and the spellcaster, he gets his 3 new points for the turn. The Stompy Stomp didn't work quite so well. So instead, I'm going to cast a level 2 spell called Headbutt. And I'm going to spend the 3rd spell point to make it go off on a 3. Now, you have a caster within 18 inches. Do you want to use your spell points to make my life miserable?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Because I have a plan.
Okay,
We'll see if my plan works.
So on a 3 plus, spell goes off, and then if it goes off, then I can pick the
And
target.
you said it's 6 hit points?
What's that?
Oh, the spell. What's the spell?
The spell is hits 1. Yeah, you might change your mind after this. It's 1 auto hit, AP 4, deadly 3.
Whew, so it could kill a guy.
It could kill a guy outright.
Yeah, we'll see.
Still gonna let it go through?
Yeah, I might as well.
All right, on a 3.
God, why do you hate me?
Folks, I want you to remember, these are the dice that I used in our game of Aliens.
That absolutely.
And they were.
murdered
That's
me.
why I got them. I thought, oh, these are gonna be great. They are failing me left, right, and center.
They gave you their turn. They're like, yeah, you've had your turn with us.
Well, then they're going back in the box. So we have
now we get some melee attacks.
10 attacks.
10 attacks.
From the regular orcs, they have Furious, so 6s explode. Unfortunately, they're only hitting on 4s because they don't have a War Chanter.
I think this is where you're going to make up for the casting.
So
See some 6s in there.
look at all those 2s. Okay, so there's the hits.
Okay.
2 additional because of that. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 7 at AP. 4. Because
So 7.
that head taker's brutal.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically 6s. Otherwise, these are going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. No.
So that's 2 dead guys.
2 dead guys and one's down to 2.
Okay, and then the shaman attacks. Now he's got a good weapon, but he's hard to hit, or he's hard to hit with. So
I got you.
3 attacks, quality 5.
No.
Here we go. Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, so normally we talked about how in turn 3 someone's dice abandon them. Mine are doing it now.
They're doing it now. They're getting a little ahead of the curve.
Okay, you may hit back.
All right, Conan is coming in with his heavy halberd, A3, AP1. They are hitting on a quality of 2.
Yes.
So
because of all the buffs you gave them.
So the first one is the Hexed Great Weapon from my backup guy. He's hitting on 2s. 3 go through.
AP?
AP2.
Okay, saving on a 5. 1 save. So that's 2 guys die.
2 guys dead. And then Conan's doing the heavy halberd. So Conan is coming in at quality 2, hitting on, and this is AP1. 3 more hits. AP1.
All right, saving on 4s. 2 more go through. Yikes. Okay, any other attacks?
No, that's it from them.
So, I think you lost combat.
I did.
So, roll yourself a quality.
Oh my. Now, do I use my...
No, because those bonuses are to hit.
The blessing.
So, if you have any benefits to morale, you can use those. Otherwise, you're at your normal quality.
No, I don't. So, this might be the deciding factor, because quality 3.
But if you're at half, if you don't make this...
Yeah.
3. So, your dice are like, Josh... We got this. My dice are like, Chris, piss off.
For now, we'll see.
Okay, so failed to destroy you. That's sad. I mean, they should have done better.
They should have done better.
Okay, back over to the barbarians. Next activation. The snake has slithered up and struck into my sludge beast. I don't know if you really want to bite into something that came out of a radioactive sludge pit, but...
the snake is not smart enough to know.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Clash of the Titans.
All right.
Despite the size of these models, their stat lines are about the same. So this is a monster on monster battle here.
Oh yeah, I like it. First is a stomp. Attack 4, AP1, hitting on 4s.
We'll call it a coil because they don't stomp. Instead, he like squeezes. 3.
3 hits.
AP1.
3 hits at AP1. Oh, I gotta look up the...
Saving on 4s.
6.
Well, I guessed it was AP1.
Yeah.
Usually stomps are AP1.
Yeah.
All right, saving on 4s. That's all of them.
All right, now we got Toxic Fang. Attack 8, poison, quality of 4.
See, that's what I'm talking about. My guy's a toxic beast. He should be immune to poison.
What venom?
So because of the 6s, 2 more attempts, 2 more attacks.
And what does the poison change?
I'll get to it. Never mind.
All right. 2 more hits, 4 up.
2 more attacks.
2 more attacks. 1 more hit.
1 more hit.
1 more hit at a 6, but you can't stack.
You can't stack.
Yeah.
So that's 6 at AP what?
This is all the Toxic Fang. No AP.
Really?
No AP. I'm
okay.
by that
3 plus. 2.
2
damage.
2 damage.
So I'll take that. All right, definitely gonna hit you back. So I got 8 attacks. These have poison, and they are no AP. But what poison does is when you're rolling defenses, if you roll any 6s, you have to re-roll them.
Oh wow!
So good defenses now are penalized. But I'm hitting you on 4, so not great. Oh, okay. I'm pretty happy with that.
1, 2, 3. What do I got?
So you got 5 saves at AP nothing, but any 6s have to be re-rolled.
Gotcha. All right. And quality 4. So 4 up, I'm good.
Ooh. And re-roll that 6.
2, 3. Yeah, 1 went through.
You mean 3 went through?
I'm sorry, 3 went through. Yeah.
And then I still have my stomp.
He's down to 9.
1 more hit, AP1.
1 more hit at AP1?
Yep, no poison or anything, just 1 hit at AP1.
So 5 up.
Nice. See, if that had been poison, that would have been handy.
Yeah.
Okay, do you cause fear at all?
Yes, fear 2.
All right, I have fear 2, so those cancel. You lose combat by 1.
Yes.
So roll your quality check.
I'm not below half though.
No, so you'll If you pass, nothing happens. If you fail, you are stunned.
I got you. 4 up.
No! Snaky is stunned, so you've activated, so it doesn't really harm you this round.
Yeah. Back up an inch.
And it's back over to the Orcs. So, having failed the morale test, the snake apparently coils up and takes a bit of a nap. Back over to the Orcs. The brute Orcs and the boss have decided from here to go charging forward and attack that squad of barbarians. So these guys are my heavy hitters. Hopefully they can do a little bit better. So we've got 2 with the dual heavy hand weapons, and each of those gets 4 attacks. So here's 8. Hitting you on... Oops, camera's moving. My bad, folks. Ugh, hitting you on 4s. That's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that 6 is an extra hit because of Furious. So you got 5 saves to take at an AP of 1.
So 4 up. Ooh. 3
dead guy.
Yeah, 1 dead guy.
Okay, and then the root orc with the big chopper, the heavy hand weapon there, on 4s, 1 hit at AP 3.
1 hit at AP 3, so 6s. See if I can get a 6. No,
so that's 1 damage. Yep. And then the brute orc boss has 8 attacks. And he has also Furious. Hitting on 4s for him too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6 makes 6 more saves at AP 1. Just 1.
So 4s. So I got 4s. Oh my. 3.
Killed another one.
Killed another one. Yeah, and then 1 more. Yeah, and then 1 more is down to 2.
I'd say that's pretty successful.
That was successful.
Punch me back, sir.
She's got a great weapon, A3.
She's got a great weapon.
Well, it's a
is that the barbarian way of saying that she's ugly?
Pretty much.
Is she pretty? She's got a great weapon.
Great axe. So quality, yeah, 5. Oh, yeah, I'll do her first. 5 up.
1 hit.
1 hit.
AP?
AP 2.
All right, so brute orcs. Ooh, they only have a defense of 4. I need a 6. No! 1 damage on the brute orcs.
Right, and then hexed weapons. Attack 4, AP 2, quality 3. 3 hits at AP. Wait. 3 hits. Oh, no. Oh, yes, AP 2, sorry.
All right, 6s again. Save 1, 2 more go through. That is a dead orc.
Yay, I killed an orc.
So, unfortunately, again, my friend, you lost combat.
Yeah. All right, quality 3 up.
And they're good.
All right.
So, once again, I will fall back. And we hand it back over to the barbarians. So, Josh, you've gotten your sorceress. I'm sorry, your witch.
My witch.
Your snake witch. And you've been banking spell points now for 2 turns.
Yeah.
And we just double checked the rules. It says casters can cast 1 or more spells, so she can just be running around zip zapping and.
Yeah, so she's gonna zip zap. She's gonna do 3 zip zaps.
She's gonna zap.
She's gonna start. We're actually gonna go down the list because it's a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3 to spend all 6 points. So we're gonna start
gradually building up.
Gradually building up. It's either gonna be awesome or the first one's gonna go off, and then I'll cock the rest, and they'll be like, "Well, should have gone the other way." The first one is Blade Storm. So target 2 enemy units within 9 inches takes 2 hits each.
Okay.
So the unit takes 2 hits if this goes off. 4 up. No.
Womp womp.
That's 1 down. Steel Soul. Target enemy unit within 12 inches takes 6 hits. Wouldn't this be nice on a 4 up?
Oh,
that one goes off.
So who's getting it?
Well, it's this unit here.
Well, it just says within so many inches. You don't have to target. You're going to charge them. So you're going to do a bunch of melee. You could use it to soften up someone else, or you could use it to guarantee that you destroy that.
It is within 12 inches. So what is within 12? Oh, he's within 12. Big boy's within 12. But he's already gone. They're within 12.
No, he hasn't already gone.
Oh, that's what I mean. He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't gone.
Yet. Plus, I need to mark his wounds. I forgot to mark them.
Oh yeah, because what did I give him already? 3?
I think it was 3.
3. Okay. Yeah, let's go. We'll go with him then.
Okay, so he takes 6 hits at AP.
6 hits at AP. I don't think it's AP anything. Yeah, just 6 hits.
Just 6 straight hits. Yep. So this is like a horde killer. All right, yes. 3 up save.
Just down to 3.
Unfortunately, sir.
Oh, saves.
I saved all of them.
And then The last one is Black Bolt. Target enemy unit within 12 inches takes 3 hits at AP 4.
Oh, is this going back into the...
I'm gonna just... Do you want me to decide now? Or
No, you don't have to. I just was curious if you already
4
knew.
up. When it doesn't go off, then I'll decide. Yeah, it doesn't go off.
So, folks, let's take a moment
Casting
and
sucks.
pause and reflect. So I have cast 2 spells that have both failed.
Yep.
Josh has failed with 2, and then I saved 1.
3. I just did 3 spells
Right,
and all cut.
but at least 1 went off.
Yeah, 1 went off.
I just saved it. So far, the moral of the story is casters suck.
Casters
At least
suck.
in this battle, they do.
Well, at least now, you're absolutely right. At least I didn't, because she has heavy melee, and so do they, so now we can have some real fun with the Death Reapers.
Yeah, let's see, because this is an untouched unit. Getting the charge, I think I might lose my wizard and his bodyguard.
Well, they're not untouched. Didn't I already pick some guys off of that one?
No, I've never fought this unit.
Oh, I thought we were talking about your unit.
No.
So, okay, so let's do the War Death Reapers first. 2 dual hexed weapons at A4, so 8 dice there. And then one of them has a heavy great weapon at A4.
So we roll them, if they're different APs, roll them.
Yeah, they're different APs. So I'll do the hexed weapons first, hitting on 3s.
Okay. That's good.
3, 4.
But do you have Furious?
They have Frenzy.
Which I think includes Furious.
Yes, it does.
So put 2 more hits back.
2 more hits in.
Because you got 2 6s.
There you go.
So 2, 4, 6 saves.
And then, do you want to do the other one now, or do you want to...
No, let's see how I do for here. Because if you wipe out the Orcs, I then have a weaker save on the Shaman.
I gotcha. Shaman?
Yep. So here we go. AP of...
No AP.
Oh, okay. So
They have Rending.
So then 2 of them I need to
Yes.
roll separately. So here's the non-rens. 3 plus. Oh, guys. That's 3 dead. And then on 6s, so 3 die. Mm-hmm. Then 1 of those kills him. Mm-hmm. And then 1 of those wounds goes on him.
Okay.
That was terrible. You guys deserve to die. Every single one of you.
You deserve it.
All right, roll the rest of your attacks. That was pathetic.
So now we have, one of them is carrying a hexed great weapon, A4, AP2 with Rending. Hitting on that quality 3 up.
So 3 hits.
AP2.
Defensive 6. He dead.
Oh.
Well done, sir.
I was going to say my my last attempt was going to be, she actually can bonk you on the head with her staff.
She didn't need to.
No,
You did to me what I was hoping to do to your characters, but
Yeah.
yeah, that squad sucked it up badly. So in future, I think
That's
already commentary.
Yes.
I'm going to put another chanter because those orcs need to hit harder, and the wizard will just hang in the back.
Wizard. Yes.
That hurt. You have your 3-inch consolidation if you would like. The boar riders, even with the crater penalty to movement, had just enough space for 2 of them to get in with the giant snake. So that's 2 models getting impact. So 4, and they have impact too. So 4 impact hits. That's 4 hits. AP nothing off the top.
Defensive 3 up.
Well, he's pretty good then.
He's pretty good, but I don't see that. If 1 goes through, though, he's gone, right?
Not necessarily. So 1 goes through.
Goes through.
So he suffers 1 wound.
Okay.
Now the boars with their weapons, I did give them lance. So on the charge,
Oh, Lance.
they're +2. So hitting you on 4s, 1 attack apiece. This is where I say these guys are really, really wimpy. 2 hits, AP2.
2 hits AP2.
Oh, wait, that was Furious. That was a 6. 3 hits at AP2.
3 hits at AP2, so 5 up. 3 more hits. He's down
4
to 5.
total. And then the tusks.
Yeah, he's now below half.
The 3 heavy tusks. 1 at AP1.
Alright. 4 up. Oh,
Makes it. Okay, you can get your hits back, but you are only hitting on 6s.
he's like, oh god, I gotta fight again. Here's the stomp. 1 hit. At AP2.
1, I think.
2.
2.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you're right. AP1. AP1.
All right. Defensive 4.
Yes.
No, you do a wound to a
Ha ha!
little pony guy.
Haha. And now I have, this is my Toxic Fang. No AP, but 6 up.
One more.
One more. Good lord, where was that roll before? All those were 5s.
That one is a save, fortunately. If it had any AP, it would have not. So that's everything for you.
Alright.
Here's the bad news.
Morale!
You're below half.
Yes.
You're shaken. You auto-fail morale.
Oh, that's right, I automatically failed.
And because you're low half, he's just gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Poofers.
And they're going to try and use that 3 inches to get off the crater. I don't think I have enough movement just because of the size of the base.
I don't think 3 inches is enough to get off. But, you know.
We'll let the viewers ponder
Your
that
opinion.
particular comment.
You know, your opinion.
And we'll come back later. Okay, Josh is running out of units to activate, so he is charging in.
That's a great, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Charging in with his barbarians there to see if they can hit back. Now, both of those units are fatigued, so there's going to be a lot of, like, the fist slapping.
Of whiffers. I'll get excited if I start seeing 6s, and I'll look up everything else. So let's do him first.
All right, Josh is looking for 6.
Looking for 6. No.
No.
On 4s. No. On the regular quality, this is what I love about this. Whenever I'm on 6s, my quality, whatever I roll,
What's your normal
would have been
quality?
my normal quality. When I have my normal quality, it's like 2s, 1s. That's it. Nothing.
Nothing.
Whiff.
All right, well, 4 attacks, hitting on 6s. There's 1.
Oh.
AP1.
AP1. What are they at? Let's see. Defense 4, so 5. 5!
No. And then 3 attacks from the guy with the big weapon.
That's
1. AP3.
1 at AP3.
Uh-huh.
Alright. 6! No!
And then the boss, 8 attacks. 2 at AP1.
2 at AP1, so again, we're at 5s.
Saved 1, but that's a total of what, 3 damage?
3 damage, so she's down and he's down to 2. Oh no, other way around. She's actually the leader, so she'll be down to 2.
But now she has to make a morale test.
Yep. Alright.
Josh, I believe in you.
And since she's the only one left, I have to use her defense.
You mean her quality?
Quality. 5 up.
What? Her quality's a 5?
Yeah, she sucks.
She's a hero and her quality's 5.
Her quality is... So here's the thing. Conan is a war master. I ran her as a war barbarian champion just to see how
what
differently
kind of
they
champion
ran.
has a quality of 5?
Oh, trust me. That category of quote-unquote hero is never coming back. Not for my barbarian game, good sir. Because she sucks.
I'm starting to compile, since now I play OnePageRules quite a bit, I'm starting to notice things about the game I would like to make comments on. So if you think of any, and folks, if you in the comments have any, put them down, and I hope to one day do a video on, what we like about OnePageRules and what things we'd like to see changed. And one is, heroes shouldn't suck that badly.
No, I actually had to take her because when you're doing the forced whatever, so that you're not spamming and doing all that, you have to take different heroes if you want to keep taking.
Because you can't have 3 of the same kind.
You can't have 3 of the same. So I had to take her, but I'm going to say this: she is comparable to the War Master, which is what I'm running Conan at, point-wise. So she's about a 15-point difference.
What I'm figuring out, because like my War Chanter over here, same kind of thing. His quality sucks. You don't take him as a fighter. You take him as a force multiplier.
Yep, exactly.
He buffs the unit, but once the unit's gone, he's useless.
Oh yeah, I'm learning that with her because she did have battle ready. I mean, she has some abilities that I could definitely work better with, but I need to be smarter about how I use her or just not take her because that one.
Unfortunately, the barbarians charged in and ran into pointy sticks and died.
Yep.
So I will do my consolidate, and we'll come back with the orcs next activation. All right, the orcs have decided to pile back into King Kong and see if they can bring him down, making the best use I can out of that head taker. That is, for the army you brought, that was a gift from above.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. 5 attacks from the main unit of guys, not the hero. Hitting on 6s, but furious. That would be 4 attacks at AP4.
All right, 4 attacks at AP4, 6s. 3 went through. He's down to 5.
And then the War Chanter, he's just gonna hit you on the head with that little drumstick of his. 4 attacks. 2 more hits. AP nothing.
He's on defense 3, so I might save these.
Oh no!
No. As close as you can get without actually getting there.
I didn't kill him though, did I?
No, but he's at 3.
He's below half. All right, hit me back.
All right. Oh God, that's right. I get to hit back before we. Okay. Suck my giant fist. 6s. Oh, I'll take 3 of those.
All right, 3 AP2, aren't they?
AP2, yeah.
5s. 2 save. I'm sorry, 2 go through. So we'll take these guys. We'll leave the little drummer boy.
And then he's got stomp. Attack 4. AP1. Nothing.
Nothing. All right.
Up all my luck on the.
Now I did how many wounds to total?
He was at 8, so 5 wounds.
And you did 2, and your fear is
2.
So unfortunately, you lost combat again.
Yep. Quality 4. 4 up. No!
Oh, no!
There goes the gorilla.
The gorilla goes down.
Down goes gorilla.
Consolidate.
He might have a nice ass, but he's done.
All right, they're just going to consolidate.
There you go.
Back.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to make it up there.
I think the turn has
Taken a very decided...
Yes.
The turn's taken a turn.
It didn't... Well, you even called it. You said, hey, with melee, we might not even...
Yeah.
It might speed up the luck process.
This is why melee is so brutal.
Yeah, because I've got her...
Wait, she's still alive? I thought she was dead. She failed morale.
Oh, that's right. So she's even gone.
She's gone.
Right. Yeah.
So... You've activated all your units. I still have
yes.
my Sludge Beast and my
Oh, no,
Cavalry.
I haven't activated them yet.
You have not?
I have not
All right,
activated
but it is your turn.
Yep.
So, who do you want to charge in? Might as well.
I mean, at this stage, yeah, might as well. We'll just charge in here.
All right.
All 2 of them. Coming out of the back corner. Let's see what we can do.
But they are fatigued because they have melee.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's merely there for decoration because it doesn't drop them to 5, right? So, let's see. We got... dual hexed weapon, and then we have the heavy halberd. So
we're gonna zoom in here for some combat.
6s. Hey, 1/6.
1/6.
Yep.
AP of.
That is the AP 2.
That's a fail.
Nothing.
All right. So you have killed off. I don't need the drummer anymore. Okay. So we've got 2 of my.
I can collect
2 of my guys.
Yep.
1 hit.
1 hit.
At AP, a lot.
6. I'll just,
AP 4.
We'll say it's
yeah,
a 6.
it's still AP 4 because
We'll
your
say
guys
it's
are
a 6.
toughness
You said
3.
just 1?
Just 1. That's 1 goes through.
1 goes through.
And
so
then
he's down to 1.
And the mob leader.
Yes.
Nothing. So you did 1 to me. I did 1 to you.
Aw.
That's a push. So you back up, and we'll have a spot of tea later. Okay, so that's all Josh's activation. So my cavalry over here, they're not going to get in combat, so I'm just going to move them and position them for next turn. And that Sludge Beast is charging into your wizard and her retinue. So we'll move some models and we'll be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, last activation of turn 2. The Sludge Beast has gone barreling into the witch and her bodyguard. So the Sludge Beast... he has fought, hasn't he? So I'm hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
But she's attacked too. So once again, everyone's just kind of slap fight. Anyways, so 8 dice, hitting on 6s. But I have Furious. That's 2 hits at AP nothing. Good sir.
2 hits at AP nothing.
But these are poison. So if you do make that 6 save, you got to re-roll it.
4 up.
1 goes through.
1 goes through.
Okay, and then 4 stomps. Nothing. You know what I should have done?
What?
I should have shot at you instead.
Yeah. And I can't shoot at you now because we're in combat.
We're in combat. Well, you've already activated too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, you can hit me back. There's a chance you might
okay.
actually win combat here.
Let's see. We got, as before, we've got dual hexed weapons. That's 8 dice, but as you said, 6s. Nothing.
All those and no 6s?
All those 5s and 4s that I could have easily used in a regular combat with you. Like if I had gotten into regular combat. Because they're hitting on, they're hitting on 4s. Hexed great weapon. Attack 4. Hitting on 6s. No.
Nothing.
And then the witch is going to come in and bonk you on the head with her hand weapon. She's got a little dagger on her back. 6.
There you go.
Hey!
Thing is, if I don't save this,
No AP.
that attack saved you.
That's
Because I've done 1 wound. So here we go. 3+. Oh,
There it
I
is.
made it. So unfortunately, you lose combat by 1.
Quality 3 up. 6.
They're good. So failure to destroy.
I don't know if they're good. but
Back up a bit. Okay,
we need
so
to do some augmenting on this.
at the end of turn 2, the orcs have definitely taken advantage.
Yeah.
Let's roll the comets, see what those do. We've
Sure.
decided to do escalating. So turn 2, we're gonna have
Yes.
2 comets.
Do you want me to roll them or do you want
Go ahead, roll both of them, and
Alright.
and if there's a duel, it's a duel. Like if both are the same number,
Oh, so it just rocks
it
that
just
same
rocks
one?
that area.
Okay.
4.
4.
That's
So
gonna suck for
right next
you.
to me. And
1. Where's 1?
Way the hell.
Okay, so my cavalry will get hit by that.
A little bit.
And then we'll
Mine
measure and we'll roll up and we'll show you what happened at the end.
Yep.
So after doing the meteor strikes, the cavalry unit here took a damage. Unfortunately, this unit of Josh's took 3 wounds and killed an entire guy.
Oh yeah.
So when we back up here, he has unit of 2, unit of 3. And even though that hero has 6 wounds, each of those minions there have 3. Like, this is a collective, 15 wounds here?
15 wounds, yeah.
My entire army, except for 1 unit.
Yep.
Yeah, my Black Orc units haven't done so well, but my cavalry are untouched, my brutes are doing well, so...
Even if I wanted to, but because you've already claimed... This is the only thing that's contested.
Yeah.
So everything else you've claimed... there's no way you move units in 2 turns. Yeah.
So we're going to say that for this one, the Orcs managed to get there in time, and with the help of their radioactive sludge monster, they were able to drive off the barbarians. But
it's a cute pet.
There it is, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Always remember, keep your dice on the table, and it may not be perfect, but it's good enough.